Hi, this is Linda Binns, and I'm doing a live series of videos to talk to you about energy and the importance of understanding what energy is going on in your life, how it is impacting you, and really how it's impacting everything that you do. And today I want to talk about what happens when you feel unhappy or unfulfilled in your career, in your job or your business, and how that affects everything that you do. It's that energy that you bring to everything that you do. Now, I work predominantly with people, with women who are highly sensitive um, and highly empathic very often. And when you are highly sensitive, that brings about a whole new set of challenges. Let me share a couple of examples with you. So imagine you just landed your dream job. It's everything that you hoped it would be, doing all the things that you love to do, and you think, this is it. I'm, finally found the job that's really a good fit for me. This is going to be so fulfilling. I'll be able to bring all of my experience and expertise to this position. And so you're excited, and you start the job, and you're enthusiastic, and you do your best, and you learn as much as you can. And as soon as something needs doing, you jump in and you do it. You're just so enthusiastic, and you're so happy because this is exactly what you wanted to be doing. But somehow your colleagues perhaps are not as enthusiastic as you. And whereas you think maybe you have some ideas for how things could improve, and how it would make their lives easier or something like that. But these ideas are met with suspicion, or just maybe people are stealing your ideas, not giving you credit. But people just are not treating you very well. Maybe they isolate you. Maybe they criticize you. And you just gradually become disillusioned and frustrated because you can't understand why they would be treating you this way when you're just there to do a good job, and you're just there to do your best. And so gradually this takes its toll on you, until you end up just really feeling unhappy and unfulfilled in your job, even though you may love the work itself, but everything around you. Perhaps you even go and complain to your boss, or not complain, but maybe try to talk to your boss or to human resources about what's going on, and you might be met with kind of suspicion there as well, or feeling distant. You know, as a highly sensitive person, I know firsthand this has happened to me, and it's happened to a lot of the people that I talk with and work with. you can do such a good job that you are intimidating to your colleagues, to the people around you. And when in your mind you think you're doing a good thing, you want to do a good job, and maybe you're even helping them, it is met with suspicion, because perhaps they think you're making them look bad, because you're doing more than them, or doing a better job than them, or whatever it may be. This happens so often, and eventually, very often, this person will leave that job, leave that job that could have been so great for them, because of how they are perceived. And that, of course, doesn't just affect you when you're at work. It affects you in everything, because you go home and you feel disappointed and disillusioned and frustrated, and you bring that energy really into everything that you do. That's just one example. Let's take a business example of if you starting your own business. So imagine that you're excited, you're leaving your corporate job, and you're starting your own business. and you're excited about that, and you want to do a good job, and you want to help as many people as you can. But then you find that perhaps you're attracting clients who are very difficult to work with, who don't want to pay, or are constantly trying to get you to discount your services or something like that. Then again, you very quickly can become disillusioned. It's like, well, what is wrong with me? I know I can do a good job. I know I can help people. I know that what I do has value, and yet these people are coming and trying to get my services for next to nothing, or just being really, really difficult. And it stops becoming enjoyable then. You don't enjoy the work that you do. And again, that starts to affect everything else. It affects how you interact with your family, because you're so upset that they're not getting the best of you, and it's hard to let that go in other situations. And so you can see that it's so important to check in with yourself to see how you're feeling about the career that you're doing, the job that you're doing, or your business, and see where your energy is in relation to that, because it really does impact everything else. And an interesting thing is that these things can start really small and then just kind of grow until, before you know it, you're just really, really unhappy and dreading perhaps going to work in the morning. And we can tolerate a lot. I've worked with many people who were in that position, who loved their job to begin with, and then just gradually over time, things have happened that have made them really feel very, very unhappy. And so until they end up hating the job, but they need the money perhaps, so they stay there. And then sometimes what happens is that person will get laid off or lose the job, and now they're being forced to look for something else. So your career, what you choose to do with your life, what you choose to put your energy into, is really, really important. You want to feel, I think everybody wants to be happy and fulfilled at what they do. Maybe you just have a job simply for the purpose of paying the bills, and you don't care what kind of job it is, and you don't need to enjoy it. I think we all need to enjoy it on some level. And it may not matter to you, and that's okay. That's a choice that you make, because you know that this is why I'm doing this. I'm only doing this for the money, and then my life outside of that is what fulfills me. But it's important to be honest with yourself about what's going on for you in your career or within your business, because that affects you on a very, very deep level. And whatever is going on, if there's something that's making you unhappy, feel unfulfilled, just keep in mind that that can be changed. Because we're talking about energy, you can change that. When you change your energy and you have the tools and the awareness to do that, then your experiences will change. And it can be very simple to do that. You don't have to change other people. You don't have to try and change the situation. You simply work with your energy, and that brings about a dramatic change in what you're experiencing. So if you want to find out more about the kinds of ways that energy can get in your way and hold you back, I have a free assessment that you can take. I'll put the link in the comments. And if you would love to have a discussion about your particular situation, and then feel free to reach out to me. I would love to have a conversation with you and see what's possible for you. So that's it for this week. I'll come back next week with another understanding energy tip for you. Okay, bye-bye.